Hello, my name is Tracy Snoddon. I'm an associate professor at Wilfrid Laurier University. I'm going to be presenting a paper at the upcoming conference, Fiscal Federalism, Analysis, Evaluation, and Prescription, hosted by the University of Ottawa. The conference is going to take place later this month. The title of my paper is called Fiscal Fortunes, an Ontario Perspective on Federal-Provincial Transfers. I thought what I'd try to do today is give you a really brief glimpse about what the paper's trying to do. I'll do a historical analysis of federal government transfer programs since 1980, and I look at Ontario government budget documents over the same period of time to gauge Ontario's reactions to federal transfer programs and changes in federal transfer programs over that same period of time. This allows me to formulate an Ontario perspective on fiscal federalism and fiscal arrangements in Canada. Key, if I was to summarize that perspective, I would argue that Ontario believes that the fiscal arrangement system is in need of reform, that the level of funding is inadequate, and that the treatment to Ontario is unfair. What I do in the paper is then go on to dig down deeper into the specific concerns and complaints that the Ontario has about how fiscal arrangements work and treat the province. One of the main concerns, for example, is that fiscal arrangements have in the past treated Ontario specifically in an unfair manner. I then go on to evaluate what changes have happened in the fiscal arrangement system and which of Ontario's concerns have been addressed either entirely or in part. I also spend a little bit of time in the paper talking about the challenges of the pandemic. The fiscal situation that provinces and the federal government find themselves in post-COVID is not unlike the situation that they found themselves in the 1990s recession. And there are some lessons to be learned from how we handled the federal deficit and what sort of federal changes were made to programs that we might want to avoid or learn from as we head into the post-COVID era to tackle fiscal pressures at government levels and tackle calls for reform to fiscal arrangements. So if you're interested in finding out what those specific Ontario concerns are and how they've been addressed and what we can learn for moving ahead post-pandemic, then please join us at the conference in a couple of weeks, April 21st to 23rd. See you there.